The Weeknd, who's fresh off the release of his new album After Hours, might be making some serious claims with his latest interview. The singer-songwriter, who is on the latest cover of Variety, spilled the beans in an interview with the magazine and made an interesting reveal about fellow music star Usher. In the interview, The Weeknd claims that Usher got the idea for the sound of his 2012 track Climax from his music. The Weeknd, who started working in the music industry in 2010, released his first mixtape House of Balloons back in 2011, and it was the first taste anyone got of his alternative R&B style that has now become his signature. And now, years later, he seems to be taking some credit for the way Usher's 2012 track sounded, claiming that it was the influence of the fresh music that he had been creating back then. The Weeknd told Variety, "House of Balloons literally changed the sound of pop music before my eyes. I heard Climax, that Usher song, and was like, holy F, that's a Weeknd song." The Starboy singer went on to add that while he was initially upset at the fact that Usher's track sounded so similar to the music he created, he felt flattered as the years went by. The Weeknd said, "It was very flattering. I knew I was doing something right, but I also got angry. But the older I got, I realized it's a good thing." During the same Variety interview, The Weeknd's manager, Wasim Slaby, said that it took a while before his sound became mainstream and that everyone is now working to emulate it. Slaby claims, "People saw the rise but have no idea how hard Abel and our small team worked for years before we got the recognition. Abel created this whole new R&B wave everyone is on now." And it seems the success has finally found The Weeknd, whose real name is Abel Tesfaye, as his latest album, After Hours, became the biggest album opener of 2020, notching the highest sales in its first week of any album released in the year so far. This was his fourth #1 album on the Billboard 200 chart. However, when it comes to the Usher track Climax, the producer of the track, Diplo, had something different to say about the origins of the sound. During an interview in 2012, Diplo said that the track's sound came to him as a matter of experimenting with progressive house music, R&B, and techno. He told The Guardian at the time, "The production actually started as a house thing with a chord progression that I wrote, but with some time in the studio alone, I was making a sort of wildfire beat out of it. The idea of pushing cutoff on a synth used so much in progressive house music, but pulling back. I was making something like minimal techno record with Atlanta strip clubs in mind." Moreover, back in 2012, Diplo had also added that Usher was an artist powerful enough to be able to bring new music to a variety of crowds in America. This isn't even the first time The Weeknd has gotten entangled with Usher. Back in 2016, The Weeknd publicly apologized to the Yes singer on Twitter. Why? Because The Weeknd said that he was the most awarded R&B artist in Billboard Music Awards history, while it was actually Usher who held that honor. The Weeknd tweeted at the time, "Apologized to the OG, Usher got excited and spoke too soon." We wonder what Usher thinks of The Weeknd's latest comments. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to check out all other videos too, and don't forget to subscribe.